Saturday, October 4, 2014. Jersey City, New Jersey. Stanley Theater. Excitement is building in anticipation of the annual meeting of Jehovah's Witnesses. It is an event attended by Jehovah's Witnesses from around the world. What would be presented? How would it affect the worldwide work of preaching the good news? Would there be further light on the Scriptures? Those questions would soon be answered. Brother Mark Sanderson of the governing body served as the program chairman.
This is indeed a glorious day. After 100 years of kingdom rule, this is no dull anniversary. This is a day for us as Jehovah's people to rejoice and to thank Jehovah for all of the things that he has accomplished over this past 100 years.
The popular animated series featuring Caleb and Sophia received comments of appreciation from children throughout the world.
Always give me these videos to learn about Jehovah. Thank you, Jehovah. Thank you, Jehovah. Obrigado, Jehovah.
The audience was treated to a new animated video for children. Its message was clear. Be a bold witness for Jehovah.
This book teaches about Jehovah. Jehovah? Yeah, that's God's name.
An announcement was made about a new software application for language learning that will be most useful.
The governing body is releasing today the JW Language app.
This was followed by another exciting development, JW Broadcasting.
An English television station that can be accessed via internet.
This should prove to be a vital source of encouragement for God's people. Another treat was in store for the audience as they viewed a video entitled The Kingdom, 100 Years and Counting. This inspiring presentation highlighted the accomplishments of God's kingdom over the past 100 years.
There is no question about the kingdom being in control.
Brother David Splain of the governing body highlighted the importance of music in true worship. There was wonderful news for all in attendance.
To a revised songbook that is not ready yet, but when it is ready, it's going to look a lot like this.
A new song was written to celebrate 100 years of kingdom rule. All in the audience were given the music and words and taught the new song. With the help of the Watchtower Chorus, they learned the song quickly. It would be the first of 3 new songs that would be taught to the audience. Brother Garrett Lush next interviewed some longtime Bethelites who expressed appreciation for the progressive changes made in God's organization.
From my standpoint, I think what the psalmist said says it all. In Psalm 118, verse 23, this has come from Jehovah. It's wonderful in our eyes.
Further understanding of scriptural truth was delivered by Brother David Splain. He spoke on the theme, Types and Antitypes.
We need to exercise great care when applying accounts in the Hebrew Scriptures as prophetic patterns or types if these accounts are not applied in the Scriptures themselves. We simply cannot go beyond what is written. Where the Scriptures identify them as such, we embrace them. But where the Bible is silent, we must be silent.
The audience learned another new song entitled Grant Us Boldness. Brother Stephen Lett of the governing body gave further scriptural understanding in his talk, Will You Keep on the Watch? He based his talk on the parable of the 10 virgins mentioned at Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 through 13. He asked,
how can each of us benefit from this parable today? Obviously, this parable was meant as counsel, warning to Christ anointed followers that they had better keep on the watch. There's an implied warning to the other sheep as to how they can be judged sheep rather than goats. So Jehovah leaves no one out, does he? The message of the parable is simple. Keep on the watch.
Next, Brother Anthony Morris of the governing body added further understanding in the talk entitled The Parable of the Talents.
So, who has the 5 talents? And who represents those having the 2 talents? Some get the workload of 5, others are doing 2. They doubled their efforts. That's all. And he's urging his followers living in the last days to be vigilant. You don't know the day or the hour when the Lord's coming. Do you cherish the privilege to preach and make disciples of Christ Jesus? Indeed, how eager we are to hear those words, "Well done, good and faithful slave. Enter into the joy of your master."
The final talk of the program was given by Jeffrey Jackson of the governing body. It had the interesting topic, Who will soon attack God's people?
Who really is Gog of Magog? So when we look at the testimony here in the scriptures, we can see that it's evident that Gog of Magog does not refer to Satan the devil, but to a coalition of nations. We know for sure that when Gog of Magog attacks, he is going to be defeated and then destroyed completely.
What a wonderful spiritual banquet. But there was more to come.
Well, I'm very pleased to announce today the release of the pocket-size edition of the Revised English edition of the New World Translation.
The audience was further delighted to hear more good news.
Many of you have been asking if we will be producing a new audio recording of the Bible based on this new edition. Well, the answer is yes.
A Phoenician woman from that region came and cried out,
"Have mercy on me, Lord, Son of David. My daughter is cruelly demon-possessed."
Brother Sanderson summed up the feelings of all involved.
Well, regardless of the challenges we each may have in our lives, when we're conscious of our blessings, when we take time to meditate on them, when we take time to thank Jehovah for them, we are fortified, we are strengthened.
He also gave us the year text for 2015, Psalm 106:1.
Give thanks to Jehovah, for he is good.
All 19,129 enjoyed this historic annual meeting. The final new song was sung together by both the Watchtower Chorus and the audience, ending the 2014 annual meeting on a glorious note.